Are you thinking about buying a condo here in Greensboro, North Carolina? I'm going to be taking you on a little tour today of the good and the bad things of what you need to know about before you buy a condo. My name is Meredith Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here. I love it here. I want you to move here and love it as much as I do. So if you could do this, it would be awesome. I would love it. If you could like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because each week I'm going to be taking you on a little tour, a little adventure of all things Greensboro Triad area with a little bit of real estate sprinkled in as well. So you ready? Let's go check out the good, the bad, and the ugly about the condos here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Over the 7 pros and the 7 cons of buying a condo. And if you stick to the end, we're gonna save the best for last on a pro of living in a condo. We're gonna get the bad out of the way. I always like to rip the Band-Aid off first. So we're gonna go over the cons. They're in no particular order. So number 1 reason why a con of living in a condo is you're probably not gonna have an assigned parking spot. Now this is not everywhere, but most condos do not have an assigned parking spot. It's not like with a townhouse where you pull up right in front of it and it's right there. They just don't always have them. So if that parking spot for you is important, a condo may not be for you. Number 2, you're in close proximity to others. So if you don't like people, or you don't like talking to people, or you don't want to be close to somebody, or even worse, smelling the food that somebody's doing, or somebody's doing, like you make food. If you're smelling the food that someone's cooking, if you're next door neighbor, or hearing them next door or walking above you, a condo may not be for you. Number 3, the HOA may not have the finances to fix the repairs needed at your condo complexes. So this is something that you're gonna want to get involved with your realtor and find out before you're buying a condo, what are their HOAs? What are the rules? What are the covenants? You want to know all these things just to know what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do, but also how much finances do they have? Like, you need to look at their financial statements to make sure that they've got a healthy amount in their bank accounts. Number 4, if you're looking to rent your condo, say you want to do an Airbnb. I have yet to show a condo or a townhouse in the last 6 years that you were able to short-term rent them. Usually they are for an entire year. And that's because people just don't want, a turnover of an Airbnb guest coming in and out. And that's totally fine. But if you're looking at this as an investment opportunity, you need to, again, look at the HOA rules and find out if you're able to do them or not. Because sometimes you may not be able to rent them at all, let alone as an Airbnb. So just look at the HOA covenants and rules before you buy a condo. Number 5, if you're getting an FHA loan, you're gonna need to find out if the building is warrantable or not. So what happens with an FHA loan is they need to have a certain percentage of the building, how much of them are rentals and how much of them are actual owners living in the house. They have that sweet spot. And so especially if you're getting an FHA loan, do not start the process until you have found out from your lender and with the help of your agent how many people are renting at the condo buildings. Because you don't want to lose that money. Here in North Carolina, especially, you already put due diligence money down, which goes directly to the seller. You won't get that money back if you've started the loan process. So you've put down your due diligence money, you've put down your money to start the loan process, and then you've put money down possibly to already have the house inspected. So you're already at $1,000 just with the inspection and the loan, and then whatever your due diligence money that's gone directly to the sellers, which you're not going to get back. So just make sure if you're getting an FHA loan to find out what's going on with the buildings in terms of rentals. Number 6, condos unfortunately appreciate at a slower rate than a single family house does. Now, I'm gonna throw out numbers. They may not be relevant now because in the last 2 years after COVID and everything, the market has definitely seen a shift. So usually condos appreciate at a rate of 3%, where houses appreciate at a rate of 5%. So it is going to appreciate at a lower percentage value. But the positive way of me looking at it is I'd rather own something and have a slower appreciation rate than paying somebody else's mortgage as you would be at renting. So if you're expecting a 5% return, you're probably not going to get that with a condo. And number 7, HOAs are supposed to repair the exterior of the building and do maintenance, but sometimes they're a little bit slow. They're not always going to get things done in a timely manner as you would like them to happen. So keep that in mind in terms of something that is definitely can be a negative for you buying a condo. Number 1, condos tend to be less expensive than a house. So if you're looking at buying something and think, I don't have enough money to buy a house, maybe a condo is the direction that you need to go in. Number 2, buying a condo may be the greatest way of easing into being a homeowner. It's an easier way of not having to take care of landscaping, of taking care of a roof, and all the things that you worry about when you own a house. This is a great way of easing into it in their first steps in buying a house, because it kind of takes the pressure off of you when you know that somebody else can help you and do things for you at your home. The third pro of living in a condo is you don't have to take care of the outside. Like I said, you don't have a lawn, you don't have to trim the shrubs or plant the flowers. All those things are taken care of the homeowners association, the HOA. And so that could be nice if that's something that is of no interest to you at all, is you don't have to worry about taking care of those things. Number 4, there's no lawn maintenance. There's no snow maintenance. When it snows, somebody else is gonna shovel the snow. All these things that you would normally have to take care of, you don't have to take care of any of these things because the HOA covers it. Number 5, a lot of times your utilities, not all your utilities, but your water and your trash, for the most part, are included in your fees of your HOA fees each month. So that's something that you're going to be spending less money on. You do still have the HOA fee, but that does lighten your load in terms of what your monthly payments of utilities would be. Number 6, you already have a built-in community. You've got neighbors nearby. Now, before when I said it was a con, for some people, they love having neighbors. They love the community and the get-togethers. A lot of times people have parties or events, and it's a good way of meeting people, especially if you're moving to the area from out of town. You're gonna have instant community and neighbors that you didn't already have. Number 7, you could have access to amenities that you wouldn't normally have in your everyday life. So sometimes condos, not everywhere, but sometimes they've got a pool and a clubhouse and tennis courts and things and a gym. I mean, possibly even a gym. So these are things that you wouldn't have to be paying for on the side in your everyday life if you were living in just a normal house. So having these amenities could definitely be a plus for you in buying a condo. I appreciate you sticking to the end and finding out the good, the bad, and the ugly about living in a condo. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.